Good afternoon, everybody. This is Diane.Boerstler with another episode of your 7-minute Amazon Sales Booster. And this is that crazy thing where I try to teach you something that massively increases sales or increases your business or makes things easier for you in 7 minutes or less. I don't always accomplish that, but if you know me, I talk a lot. So I'm going to do my best to whiz through this in a way that you're able to easily understand and implement while also giving you all the meat you need to be successful. So this is episode 3, the 106% email open subject line. How to craft simple little subject lines that instantly grab your customer's attention and compel them to open, read, and take action on your sales and review getting emails. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is because I write a lot of really successful review getting emails and sales emails in both the e-com and the services industry. And I wanted to help some sellers to get this instant boost, right? A lot of people say, well, yeah, once I get people to open the email, then they click, but they're kind of blind to email at this point in time. I'm here to tell you that the human psychology has not changed so much that people are completely blind to email headlines. In fact, there are still things that you and I open on a regular basis. And I'm going to tell you the secret behind that in just a minute. For those of you who are new here, I am the hypnotic Amazon copywriter. That's what my clients fondly call me, or the NLP copywriter. And I write power copy that generates more than $5 billion for clients. And I'm also a sought after expert and speaker and trainer. And I've written a lot of e-com listings that generate 30,000, 50,000, over 100,000 per listing per month. So if you're someone who sells in the e-com space, this is going to be tailored to you. If you're someone who sells in the service space, you're still going to get a lot out of this. I have a really great track record. You can find me at AmazonSalesGuru.com. And I'm also really good at beating controls, which means I'm good at beating the original copy that somebody else wrote, getting higher conversions and more sales. The reason for that is because I have this crazy need to carry out these curious experiments. And so I'm always testing everything. And that's what I share with you on these is what I found to be successful. Of course, I offer 365 days of unlimited edits and 10x revenue on what you invest with me guarantee, just in case you're curious to know how you can work with me. So my secret sauce, if you don't already know, is that my background is in neuro-linguistic programming and conversational hypnosis. And so I work to help sellers and help business owners figure out what their buyers need to see to click and tick and buy, and also train them to do the same thing. So just a reminder, when we're using NLP and hypnotic copy, we don't sell. We want to bait the trap. We want to think around what the customer desires. So you're never going to try to sell them or convince them to buy. That's causing fight or flight. What you're actually going to do is you're going to bait the trap, and by doing that, you're going to create an endorphins rush when they're buying, and it anchors that to your product, your company, and it just makes things go a lot more smoothly for you, as you can imagine. Just 3 more things before we kick off. You can ask me anything you'd like at Diane@AmazonSalesGuru.com. Everything I do is based on writing more than 500 high converting listings per year. I think last year it was actually closer to 1,000. And then all the other work that comes along with that, the review getting emails, the sales emails, people hiring me for their other businesses. This is all tested and proven. So I want you to know that if you're going to implement this and you have questions, please ask me questions before you, there's no question that's too silly. Okay, and also there's free templates on the website, AmazonSalesGuru.com, just in case you want them. So let's launch into how to craft simple little subject lines that instantly grab your customer's attention and compel them to open, read, and take action on your sales and review getting emails. Because who doesn't want more sales and reviews, right? Okay, so step 1, you need to figure out how you're going to generate a continual stream of get open email headlines. And so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go open up your personal email box. You're going to look for headlines or especially questions to your friends, your families, or coworkers. And you're going to choose the vague ones, things that include words like this, that, thing, because we're opening up this curiosity portion, the very beginning of the nested loop, right? And there's more videos on nested loops out there that I've done if you want to watch them, or you can just shoot me an email and ask. So as an example, if we're looking through our email, you might see something like, I need you to take a look at this. Are you thinking about this? Where are we meeting for this? Did I ask you this already? Did I forget to ask you that? And just, I'm going to show you what my top 5 highest click-through rate headlines have been over the past couple of years. And I've used them over and over consistently, and they've worked really well. And even the 106% conversion one, the one that got 106% click-through rate. And then I think I go down to ones that got 48% click-through rate. I'll show you what those are, okay? in just a minute. Just hang with me. More examples of what I found is, does this apply to you? I haven't asked you this in a while. That's a great one for the third email in your review getting sequence. I haven't asked you this in a while. Are you still looking for this? That's a great one to use in your review getting email series, to have that, if you're still looking for this, please let us know how we can make it better. If you're not still looking and you're 100% satisfied, please go here and leave a review, that kind of thing. And of course, that's part of, you don't want to say it, slam it in there just like that. There's a couple other things you want to say around that, but you get the general gist of it. Did this solve your problem? Did we accomplish this yet? Those are all examples I found in my personal email box that opens. Okay, so a couple quick before I reveal the 5 high converting click-through headlines that I've used. One of them is include an RE, as though you're responding, and or a forward at the beginning of your subject line. Okay, this boost opens because people think it's already something that's come to them. When you respond, there's an RE or forward, like they saw it from somebody else, and it's important enough to share. So again, human psychology. Also end with an ellipse. Oh, I misspelled answer right there. End with an ellipse. So this is an ellipse, the dot, dot, dot. It opens up that curiosity portion of the nested loop in their mind. And as you may have heard, if your subconscious has a question, your subconscious must answer it, or it'll do anything. It'll start filling it with answers. So it wants the answer as quickly as possible. Kind of almost like a drug. Answers are like a drug to our subconscious mind. Okay, so how well does this method I've just shown you work? Here are the winners that I've had. These are my top 5. I have, a list of like top 60 or something somewhere that I love to pull from. Headline number 1, RE, I need to ask you this. Okay, that's a subject line for an email. The open rate for send 1 was 91%. Send 2 got 106%. Some people opened it twice. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups right now and I'm trying not to hiccup. Headline number 2, the second winner was forward. I forgot to ask you this. Notice how you're asking someone something, right? And you're being very vague at the end with the word this. Okay, open rate 89.6%. Ooh, it got bigger. Headline number 3, what services do you offer? Now, this was for the service industry specifically. This was not for, and this was for networking, and for a company that was promoting coaches or promoting services. So this was a 89.6% open rate on a cold email list, because everybody wants to be able to pitch their services, right? Even if you don't have a service, you want to know why someone's asking you. Headline number 4 is, I forgot to ask you lately. And that's a good one to send out to customers to get feedback. And headline number 5 is, do you still have the intense fear of? Or you can also say, do you still have an intense problem with? And then the ellipse, right? That right there. And then in this email, what you would do is go through, when you visited us, it was likely because you have an intense fear of, or you had a problem with XYZ. We'd love to hear how this has solved your problem. If you'd love to, leave a review, please, click here. If you'd love to give us feedback so we can improve your experience even more, contact us here. And obviously you want the first link to go to your review page, whatever that is, Amazon or, wherever you're selling at. And the second one to go to your customer service so you can abate any issues. So I was not quite under 7 minutes. We were at like 8:30 or something like that. But just 3 quick things to remember. You can always ask questions. Questions are free. Just write me at Diane@AmazonSalesGuru.com. Remember to implement. And if you want even more tips on how you can improve, increase whatever your Amazon business, your e-com business, your service business, using the power of NLP and conversationally hypnotic copy or other tips, please feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's under the Hypnotic Amazon Copywriter. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you soon.